We are in one of Sylvia's favorite places, downtown Hinsdale. We were here earlier this week as well. She was showing us around the Texas boy and the Maryland boy.
Yep.
We asked her what has changed most about her community. Here's her answer.
So when I moved here years and years ago, it was a dry town. You could not get alcohol in the city of Hinsdale.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, and you might say
And that's why Sylvia moved.
so. Eventually, they allowed liquor, and
Which is why we're back.
Which is why we're back, and they started having more restaurants here. So the restaurants are great here, and you wouldn't think so. One of them, Nabuki, which is a great sushi place, won a Bib Gourmand by the Michelin Star organization. I mostly miss my friends, and I miss just seeing this in winter, spring, summer, and fall, because you guys, you should see winter here. It is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And I have to say, you guys joked about the whole dry town thing. But yeah, it was a long time ago. I just learned from Jill, who you're about to meet, that it was about 19 years ago. But I want to let you know, Hinsdale is located just about 20 miles west of Chicago. It's bordered by Western Spring, Clarendon Hills, Oak Brook, Westmont, just to name a few. And it's known for its Norman Rockwell Field, which we all love. It's also, the downtown is also a National Register Historic District.
Yeah, so we're so excited to have with us today the chair of the Hinsdale Economic Development Commission, Jill Saunderson. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome to Hinsdale.
Trying to stay warm?
Sorry we couldn't bring you better weather.
It is all good. We appreciate the warm welcome, though. First, I guess, just tell us what is so appealing about the village, and what do you love about living here?
Well, I love living in Hinsdale. I've lived here 10 years so far. Hinsdale was founded in 1873, and as Sylvia mentioned, it's on the Historic District, Historic National District Registry. Hinsdale is known for its tree-lined streets, its charming downtown, and its wide variety of architecture in the neighborhood. So when you're walking downtown, you can see a Dutch colonial next to a prairie-style home, next to a modern farmhouse, next to an American four-square home. So it makes for really interesting walks. Not necessarily today, but, you know, another day.
I think that's one of the things I loved about it, because no house looks like the other one. Everyone is very distinct. And when I first got here, there were a lot of older homes, but then the teardowns started.
Yes.
So now you have a mix of old and new. Is there still a push to preserve some of those old homes?
Oh, funny that you ask. Yes, there is a push to preserve some of the homes. My husband and I live in a 1920s Dutch colonial, and we're moving to another 1920s Dutch colonial that we're rehabbing right now for the next year.
Oh,
but
so
there is a strong push to preserve some of the older homes, as well as then looking at older homes that can't make it, and then tearing those down and having new builds. But I think architecture is at the heart of this town, and people really take pride in having a wide variety of architecture.
Yeah. And go ahead.
I mean, we went through a tough year. How did Hinsdale survive the year that was 2020?
We rallied. We rallied around our local small businesses. I think one of the best things about Hinsdale's small businesses, we've over 215 retail storefronts in town, including restaurants, clothing stores, home fitness studios, health and wellness spas. And Hinsdale really rallied around those small business owners. The vast majority of our local businesses are owned by small business owners. So when you walk in, you're seeing, who owns it behind the cash register. So there was a really big push for carryouts, curbside delivery. We had Facebook to-go pages. We really, rallied around them.
It is definitely a small town feel. And talk about some of the small town businesses. One of my favorites, and John and Mick at the guys at the fruit store. And that is where Jake is standing by live. Jill, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's head over to Jake.
Sylvia, you are absolutely right to recommend this place. I am in love with the fruit store. This place is incredible. I'm here with my new best friend, John, who's got so many Sylvia stories. I can't wait for you and I to talk off camera. But I want to talk about something that was really beautiful that you mentioned when we walked in. And you said there are a lot of kids sort of walking around right now, and you said there are a lot of parents. But you said at one point, those parents were kids walking around. This is a multi-generational store.
Absolutely it is. We have the kids that all grew up here. And then they end up moving downtown, and then they end up coming back, and then they raise their own families here in this wonderful town of Hinsdale.
You know, we had a great time at Pages earlier this morning, to the testament to the fact of how sort of tight-knit of a community this is. You said, hey, Sissy from Pages is coming to pick up some tomatoes later. It's such an integrated part of the community.
Right. We all work together. We work with Tony Marie's. We work with Sissy over at Pages, and it's just a nice community that we all live in. So it's fantastic. We have fantastic customers, and that's what makes this place great.
But your customers are not just limited to Hinsdale, because you've got a whole selection of stuff here, and people from all over the Chicagoland area are reaching out to you guys to get some of these baskets. I mean, these things, it's a testament. It looks fake. That's how incredible it is.
Well, we work very hard on what we do, and we have a lot of great arrangements of baskets here that we send all throughout the Chicagoland area for all different occasions, for Christmas, for any sympathy baskets, thank you baskets. We have it all here.
But you guys also do, it's the little touches that I love about this place. It's the little community things. Our photographer Ed was saying that, his kids had their braces taken off, and then the thing that you guys do is you give complimentary smoothies. It's those little touches that make it just a little bit more personal, I think.
Absolutely. We have Dr. Carey over here doing the orthodontist stuff, and giving out the smoothies for us and them, and for their patients, and it's just been a fantastic win-win situation between the businesses.
And Sylvia Perez is a massive fan of this store, so much so that I'm pretty sure she owes you guys money. I ain't settling up her debt, but she's right across town, so should I just send her over? Because was she like $400 in the hole? Well,
I really can't do that information right there, but I'll just tell you this: Sylvia's not going to retire anytime soon.
Sylvia, so I'm going to add a little bit more to your tab because I got a smoothie and I'm going to take some of these baskets home. So that Sylvia Perez tab
give me
is
one
about
too.
to get a little bit longer. Sorry, my IFB's breaking up. Can't hear you. Everyone say hi to Terrence and Sylvia.
Hello, and John. John, you're in big trouble, Mr. John. I thought you were my friend. No, seriously.
She says she loves you, and
that
whatever
fruit.
her tab
is
is, just double it.
No, thank you, Sylvia. We love
Yeah.
you too.
Love you back, John. I actually think at one point I had a ridiculously $100, but that's how this town is. It's a small community. We all know each other. Everybody trusts each other, and we love each other. And that is one of the big things I miss. If you were to ask me what I miss, amongst other things, is the fruit store. It's the best fruit ever. You had a sample.
I was like a kid in the candy store.
Yeah.
And the fruit store. I do call grapes Earth Skittles.
Earth Skittles.
So it works.
I like that. I love